Hello, and here we are again for another edition of Sara's School of Baking coming at ya. And it's going to be a little bit wild, so get ready. Today we are making raw chocolate sauce.
Yo, Sarah!
What's happening?
That apron is pretty wild. I haven't seen that before.
This apron is actually quite ridiculously awesome. It's like a little skirt.
Oh, I better zoom in on that.
Pocket.
Oh, look at that.
Like I could have my lip strap.
You could wear some leotards. Red leotards would look nice with that.
Yeah. Maybe you'll need to borrow it with your red leotards.
Oh, when I go out dancing.
When you go out dancing.
Yes.
Anyway, speaking of red, guess who is wearing red? Our favorite little guy,
oh,
Kobe.
Look at Kobe.
Wearing red. Yay!
And by the way, everybody, Kobe does not like the way Sarah dresses him.
Oh, he's just such a little gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now back to business.
Oh, yes.
So, we're going to be making raw chocolate sauce. And when you're doing this and you pick up a dog, you're going to want to wash your hands. But since it's just me and you eating this,
no, excuse me. Excuse me. Please wash your hands.
Back to business.
Oh, that is gross.
Well, we don't have time. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding a half a cup of raw cacao, which is cocoa, but that is the name, cacao. Isn't that funny? Powder. Now, if you don't necessarily mind whether it's raw or it's not, then you can just use regular cocoa, regular cooked cocoa. Just the difference is when it's raw, in its raw form, it has much more nutrients because the nutrients haven't been cooked out of it. So the raw form, you're going to want to either Google it, so you can order it over the internet, or maybe check out your local health food store. Woo! I'm exhausted from that spiel. Just kidding. So, back to business. Then we're going to be adding a half a cup of raw agave syrup. At this point, you can be adding, again, your maple syrup. Maple syrup is actually really nice with this particular recipe. And then we're going to be adding 1/4 of a cup of our cocoa. Did I say cocoa? Because I meant coconut oil. See, I'm getting distracted by all this rich, good smelling cocoa.
No, I think it's that you keep looking over at me and my beauty has captured you.
That too. You're a beauty. And we're going to be adding half a teaspoon of natural vanilla, because remember, you're worth it. You're worth the real deal. None of this artificial stuff. No.
We're worth it.
And then we're going to add a dash of cinnamon. What's really nice is cinnamon and chocolate go really well together. And again, it's anti-inflammatory, so it's good for inflammation. And we don't want inflammation because inflammation equals disease. We don't want any of it.
Excuse me, excuse me.
Okay,
have my hand up.
In the back.
Yeah, instead of cinnamon, I like to use hot, spicy peppers.
Okay, so if you like things heated up a bit.
Oh, I do.
You like things kicked up a notch.
I'm a little bit hot. I'm hot.
Maybe maybe you'd like to add a little ground up cayenne pepper or chili pepper.
I do.
You could, add a dash of that. So we're just going to keep things on the mild side.
Chicken.
And here we go. You could mix this with a spoon, but I prefer to use the hand blender.
Here comes the construction crew.
Oh, you know what helps? Is if the blade is in the blender. Just, I was just showing you what it would be like if you didn't use it. And when you do use it, it's going to be really quite wonderful.
How old did you say you were? That's supposed to happen when I do it.
That's enough for the camera woman. Look at that. Whoa.
Oh.
That was a moment.
That was.
So now we have this rich, delightfully thick. Now the reason I made this a bit thicker is because this is perfect for dipping fruit, strawberries, whatever you want.
I want cantaloupe. I want cantaloupe.
Okay, so cantaloupe for the one
and
in the back.
I'm the taster.
So when we get back, we'll have the taster dipping the cantaloupe into this wonderful sauce. But before we do that, let me show you what the consistency looks like.
Well, I'm going to be up again all night.
It's just this rich
More chocolate.
sauce that's almost, you know, and then
Oh.
you can just dip away. And this is enough here for you and your friends. Maybe not. Maybe it's not enough for your friends. Maybe you need to make
Not
more.
enough for my friends.
If you do want this to be not as thick, thinner, add less coconut oil and more of your guave or your maple syrup. That'll give you the consistency to drizzle. So if you wanted, say, this even thicker, then add more of the coconut oil and blend it for longer. Maybe add it into the fridge because the beautiful, nice, saturated fat from the coconut oil will harden in the fridge. And remember, coconut oil is a good saturated fat, especially when it's raw. Another thing you can do is you can take one of your icing cups, drizzle it right in there. I'm just doing the quick version here.
Sarah, what's an icing cup? I'm not familiar with icing cups.
I'm not sure the correct name, but I got this from
Let me see, what's it look like?
the Pampered Chef.
Oh.
Again, not a sponsor, so we're not going to go into it. And so then
yes.
this is nice because, can you see
Yes.
how I would just go?
And I see the banana
Look at
nearby
it.
that I can
Look
dip.
at it. Look at it. You could drizzle that right on
My hemp ice cream.
your hemp ice cream, which you'll
Or
see
on my fingers.
in another video. Okay, when we get back, we're going to switch spots. I'll hold the camera. You test out this delightful raw chocolate sauce. It's ridiculously good and good for you.
I better rent 3 movies tonight because I'll be up.
You'll be up. Hello, we're recording. Mom, that's not proper etiquette.
Sorry, I always loved doing that as a kid. Anyway, hi. Sarah has made me these pieces of banana. Oh, chocolate.
Let me zoom in on that. Let me zoom in on that delight.
Nice, nice.
See what you can do for your friends. Just
Friends, relatives, you mean?
friends, relatives, neighbors, whatever. Let's see that. Let's see the dip. Okay, now dip it in.
Oh yes. Yep. Oh.
Oh, you lost it. You've lost
Don't
it.
you worry, I'll be getting it. Sarah, I don't know how you do this. Oh, I know. I taught you when you were little.
So it's just afternoon. I always want to say that. It's not
No, it's
appropriate.
evening now. Remember, it's evening.
It's evening
That's what I'll be
delight
up for
then.
Next.
Evening delight. So on a scale of 1 to 10, this looks like it's
15.
wow, blew the charts. So until next time. Oh, you have something to say?
Yes, I wanted to use cantaloupe, but Sarah said I couldn't. I had to use the banana.
Well, no, we tried it with cantaloupe and we decided it was a little too watery with chocolate. Okay, bye.
Oh, one more.